Hello, it is me, Dorian, once again, your host of the Crypto News Show, and none other than Volodymyr Nosov, founder of WhiteBIT Exchange. Welcome, Volodymyr.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you for taking the time to be with us on the Crypto News Show. You're our first exchange CEO, so a lot to get into. Why don't you start by telling me a little bit about yourself, how you got into crypto and why you decided to start an exchange?
I come into the industry from absolutely different business. I have a distribution business in Ukraine, and I work a lot of years in a trading way, but anytime with the crypto. So, and I'm starting to think about the crypto in 2016. In one meeting, I meet my friends, and we're sitting in the table, and they speak about the crypto, about the mining, about the Bitcoin, and I understand that this is absolutely new for me. So I don't understand anything about the speaking. So I come in after this meeting. I come in home and start to research about the crypto, about the Bitcoin, how it's work. And maybe in a half of year, I decide to make some small exchange in this industry, because I understand when I start the research, I understand it's very hard to buy something, how to storage it. I need to buy some hard drive, install something. It's too hard. And I'm a businessman first of all, so that's why I understand it's very hard for the regular person, not from the IT to make something, to make some steps in this way. So I start from this one, and in this way I find the first 3 developers that after helped me to build the exchange. So we built everything from the scratch. The whole solution is.
How many trading pairs did you start with?
The first, I think this is a top 10. So this is a Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. I don't remember. That I think the top 10 or maybe top 30. Yeah, even top 30. I think.
You just wanted to deliver something, a product, something you could say, "Hey, I got these 10 coins. Here's my exchange."
The main point for our start, I check a lot of different exchanges when I try to buy the crypto, and I understand that the whole market works like it looks like in a dark net, because you can't find in
2016 was still
in 2016
yeah.
In 2016, 2017, you can, if you open the site with the exchange, you don't understand who is the beneficiary of this exchange, from which country this exchange. Do they have any documents, any regulatory, and so you can't find anything. So that's why we understand that a lot of the players looks like in a dark net. So we need to make some white net. So that's why the WhiteBIT's. So we try to separate us from the any other exchanges.
Yeah. So WhiteBIT today has over 780 trading pairs. There's support across hundreds of assets. You've added on features like quick send, shake to send. You've recently done a lot of marketing partnerships with FC Barcelona, the International Crypto Trading Cup. What are the specifics that go into managing an exchange today, and why have you decided to kind of engage in all of these activities?
I think our main goal is our team. Because what the statistic for now, the worldwide statistic now told for us, that in total, in the whole world, we have not more than 7,000 developers all around the globe. And statistics say that around the 1,500 in the US, around from 500 to 700 in the Europe, and the rest in the Asia. So a lot of the players in the market try to do the whole things by using the outsourced teams or the white label solutions. And in this case, it's a big problem for the companies and for the businesses in the industry, because when you buy the white label, when you use the outsourced team, you can't handle the whole backdoors and all the problems that you can reach in the future. So I think the main goal for us for now and for the future also, when the penetration of the crypto will go to 10%, 15, 20, 50, and more, of course, this is a team. So we have a hands that can handle a lot of different things. So the whole of the product that we have for now, this is more than 12 different products. So we are all the time telling that we are not the crypto exchange. We are the companies that specialized on the blockchain development. So that's why we have a lot of different products, and we have 250 developers on board in-house, and in total we have a team with 1,300 people now.
What are some of those verticals that you're working on? You mentioned you have 12 different projects. Are they a wallet? How are those integrating to the core business as well?
The whole products working separately. So the whole we think this is like in the separate businesses, and the whole businesses have a head, their own CEO, and their own team. Partially, they ask by the invoicing for the global team about some researchers, about some developments if they need when they start, when they're not so big, when they don't have an operational profit, so they have some combination with the global business. But in total, this is like in a separate businesses that are working strongly by their own plans.
And
of course we have a cross border with the clients all time. This is like.
And how important are the market makers now into this equation? Because I've been noticing a lot of people now talking about Wintermute and different players in the market. What is your sense of the importance of market makers in let's say the market? And are they sort of are they overweight?
It depends on the different exchanges and the different business models. So, in one period of our life, of the life of our exchange, it was not so important. For now, this is a really big part. We have a lot of different market makers that works in absolutely different ways and in different models. And of course, the big part of our business is B2B and B2B2C. So for now, we have more than 5,500 different B2B partners all around the world. And of course, the third part is the retail. So, but the main players, of course, this is market makers and B2B and B2B2C. So a lot of our products, in our idea, we prepare it to work under the hood of the Web 2. So this is a B2B2C.
TradFi, sort of.
Yes. Not only TradeFi. This is a lot of different businesses. Can be like in a basic marketplace or something else. But the whole, I think, in the next 3-5 years, the whole players from the Web 2 understand that they need to integrate the crypto inside in different ways for the different cases, but they will do. And we make a lot of products that can work under the hood of this Web 2. So this is for the TradeFi, for the telecommunications, for the absolutely regular businesses that we know.
WhiteBIT also recently launched a blockchain course with Ukraine's Ministry of Digital Transformation, along with the Web3 Master's Program with the University in Kiev. How important is crypto to Ukraine's war effort?
I think the crypto for the Ukraine is a big chance. And the crypto can be a really big game changer for the Ukraine. Because this is when we speak about any other industries, any other systems, any other infrastructures, we have a lot of competitors around the globe. But here, because the industry is totally new, I think we only in the first 2-3% of involving of the people around the world in the industry. So that's why I think we have a lot of potential with the crypto in Ukraine to find the investors, to find the new money in total. We have a lot of IT companies that can be the blockchain companies in future. We have a lot of fresh heads in this case. So I think it can be a really big game changer for us. And also we can start the new regulation for the industry. This is also really important because if we speak about any other industries, we all time understand that we need to calibrate our regulation that we already have.
Yeah.
But here we can build the whole from the scratch, from the new. So that's why I think, it's really important for us.
Yeah, interestingly enough, I think it's a very underreported sort of element within. I've interviewed the Minister of Digital Transformation before, a really interesting guy. I mean, it relates to everything from AI to drone warfare. Like when you put things on the blockchain, if you think about different aspects of compute and how you kind of relate to that, it gets really deep. And I mean, maybe beyond the view of this podcast, but I wanted to talk to you more about like sort of like your own clients. I guess the exchange is mostly focused on Central Asia, Kazakhstan. I mean, judging by sort of the folks that I met at the trading competition. I mean, where are you looking to gain ground, and how does sort of WhiteBIT differentiate from, let's say, Binance or other big exchanges?
I think first of all, for me the main player and our main competitor is Coinbase, because this company for me about the development and about the B2B and B2B2C. So this is a similar to our way because we are not first of all the exchange for the retail clients. So that's why we don't have a lot of marketing programs and something that we can use for to attract the retail clients. We are not so big in this way, but we are the big players for the B2B. And this is first of all about the technologies, about the products, and about the implementations. And when we speak about the implementations, of course, we understand that we speak about the developers. So this is the most concurrent parts, because when you have a technology that works, when you have a team that can handle the whole processes with the B2B and B2B2C, so you can handle these both parts and make something really big for them. Because and also of course the service. And we have a really good statistics. So for the years, for the last 7 years that our company live, we have 0 issues with the security, with some leaks, data, or something problems with this. And this is first of all in the case because we have an in-house team that build this product from scratch. And in this case, that's we hear a lot of things about some problems, about some hacks, about some leaks from the different companies. A lot of the names. So this is first of all because a lot of them don't have a in-house team, and the first one and the second one. Because they use a lot of white label solutions.
Yeah.
And when you make the due diligence for some white label, you don't have any chances to find some backdoors in this.
Yeah.
So
but
this is a problem.
WhiteBIT was involved in retrieving, as far as I know, $760,000 in SOL from the Rain.com hack. Can you explain a little bit about what happened there?
We have a lot of the cases when we make under the hood of our products work a lot of different AML systems, AML parsers, like the Crystal blockchain, chain analysis. A lot. We have 7 different systems that work under the hood, and also we have more than 5,500 anti-fraud systems that we develop by our side. So that's why when we have a lot of the cases when we make the research using our systems and find some problems. Not only in this case, we find a really big case with the Ripple, and they tell about it in the public. We have a lot of different cases that we work together with chain analysis about the crime all around the globe. So in this case, I think we make a really good job. And so that's why when we make the researches, we find some problems before it's going to the public.
But can you talk a little bit about how, proof of reserves and transparency, relate to this problem? Because I think as long as you're able to track in real time certain wallets, certain things that are happening, you mentioned chain analysis, how important are those tools in ensuring trust in your own asset management systems?
I think the whole systems that works now and this hype about the proof of reserves with crypto, I think this is absolutely fucking shit because we don't know any liabilities, any fiat balances, and etc. etc. So this is like a fake for the retail clients that a lot of the companies doing. Only one company for now. Only one company I think make a really good work in this way. This is a Coinbase. One more time, yes, but
starting out the competition.
Yeah, yes, and we in our plans we have in our plans doing the same and going in this way because when we have a combination of the crypto, of the fiat, so this is a combination between two worlds, yes, between the Web3 and Web2. So you can only combine both sides, the whole of the sides, only when you make when you go in the same way like the Coinbase. It's not possible to do it in another way because I don't know your banking balances. I don't know your creditors. I don't know if you have a creditors in which way you work with them and why this and when this all credits lines or investment is finished. So we don't know anything about it, about this part. So of course, if you tell me I lost some Bitcoins from my balance because I have a hack, can you bring me the credit with the fiat, okay? And I close this gap with the Bitcoins. And after I show you the balances with the Bitcoins, what is sell for you? Nothing, absolutely. Because when the investor come in to me and say, please give me $1 billion back, we understand that the whole game is finished. So,
yeah, it's certainly a different way of I guess operating. I wanted to ask you a little bit about the token as well, WhiteBIT coin. It's been on a tear. I think we're at over $30 now, $31. How important is the token to the ecosystem, and what benefits does it offer holders?
We are implemented our coin in the whole infrastructure that we have, and of course this is a big point for the clients and for the B2B clients and for the B2C clients, because this coin show how the company grows. So from the market side, because what is the price? When the whole of your clients are selling, the price going down. If they are buying, the price going up. So that's why in this case we understand that the growth of the WhiteBIT coin shows directly the growth of the WhiteBIT ecosystem in total. So, and that's why for now we have in total in our infrastructure more than 35 million of clients. And the growth of the WhiteBIT is 100% is showing this growth in our client base.
Yeah, no, it's really interesting. I think all of these exchange tokens have sort of taken off. It's been an interesting development, I think, within crypto. Those were some of the things that surprised me most about this cycle, is like those exchange tokens coming, stable coins. I didn't think were going to be that big, but then they ended up being huge, which I never would have really predicted. Also, meme coins. Yeah, what's your take on the macro, though? I mean, like, are you like a meme coin trader? Are you a degen on the side? I mean, what's your sort of take on all that?
In future, I think only the coins and the tokens that have in the basis the real business models can survive. Because of course a lot of different things we see in the last 7 years. This is ICO, NFT, and meme coins now. A lot of different things, but this is because the industry in total in the early stages. But for us, and we understand that the real business model that we can put into the white paper and after in realization of the project only can be like in a way for the growth. So that's why we see how this model works the last years in the WhiteBIT coin. So and I understand that a lot of products that don't have a really normal, and I think maybe like a classic business model that can make the perspective for growth will go out from the market.
What are your thoughts on Mika? Will it be good for the business in Europe?
100%. Because not only the Mika, but for us, we are the biggest player on the European market by the traffic, and for us, Mika is really important because even we have a lot of different licenses in different European countries, we still can't build a real bridge between the Web 2 and Web 3, because first of all, a lot of the companies don't understand risk reward in this collaboration, and in the second, they don't understand how they can handle a lot of questions from the regulator in the future. So with Mika, a lot of the question is closed. So I think when this regulation starts work fully, we find a lot of different collaborations and partnerships with Web2 and Web3 companies.
Do you, on that note, do you see a sort of future where exchanges are perhaps bought out by maybe TradFi banks? Do you see a world where maybe Jamie Dimon retires and JP Morgan buys an exchange, or maybe the NASDAQ or SoftBank? What's your sense on that? Are we going to see more Web2 and Web3 mergers and acquisitions?
I think it's really hard it's really hard to build a development team directly now this year and maybe the 3-5 years in the future for the companies because for now we don't have any universities that prepare the specialists in the blockchain development. And that's why it's very difficult to find the really good specialists. All the specialists that we have for now, I tell you before that not more than 7,000 in the whole world. Mm-hmm. So, and if you decide to build a development team, development group in your team, it's a big problem.
So who are you hiring? Who are you looking to hire now? Like if someone's graduating now, what kind of skills are you looking for in sort of what are your pain points and how are young engineers or
No, we're working only with the I think 95%. This is the seniors, and after the seniors come in, we have a really strong onboarding process with 6+ months, and we can't in the moment make the onboarding for more than 10-15 person. Even we have 250 developers. So that's why for the teams with the 20-30 developers is a crazy problem to go bigger in this case.
What are your thoughts on AI and bots and trading bots and all of those fun toys? Does the platform police them?
I think not. I think not. I think this. In this case, we saw a really big future because when you can handle the big data, of course you can find the system. So it starts in 1990. Yes, and for now we have a new way, new line to work with the big data. So that's why, of course, in the future, in the perspective, it will works, and we see the new Simons that show the the really big potential. Yes.
Well, it's interesting because if you think about sniping, right? I was sitting beside somebody yesterday at a dinner here in Paris at Proof of People, and one of the guys I was sitting next to, I won't say his name, but he was like, "Yeah, man, I sniped these coins. I'm in these Telegram groups," and I laugh, right? Because I'm like, man, he's a degen, man. The guy's in the trenches, right? You said, okay, meme coins are that, but aren't meme coins just a sort of proof of concept, and aren't these degens using AI bots just kind of creating a sort of necessary market equilibrium? And doesn't that bring sort of health and prosperity to the market as a whole? Like if these AI bots are just sniping coins and trading them, they're doing cool stuff. Like I kind of think it's cool. I mean, like, I wish I could snipe. I wish I had the sniping skills to do it. But, that's kind of why you had the trading contest, right? Like, you had the Crypto Trading Cup, the first one, which I also want to talk to you about, in Andorra. But, like, traders are a special breed of people, right? And I think, when you're an exchange, you got to understand that these people are gamblers, right? Like this is a casino we're ultimately also kind of running, right? And look at prediction markets, for Christ's sakes, right? Those are gambling dens, right? And all markets are gambling dens. I read in the FT today, Financial Times, they had like in the headlines something about betting on like a world leader. Anyway, but like, do you like degens, and like, is that why you decided to hold the International Crypto Cup in Andorra? Was it for degens?
I think our main passion all time when I hear something about the traders, first of all the crypto traders, because the crypto traders is also the new generation. Yes. So most of them don't understand the stocks, and they work only with the crypto. So and the biggest association with the trader in the crypto trader, this is a absolutely not a popular guy that all time sitting around the monitors like
Three screens.
yeah, with a lot of screens like an idiot, and yes, but he do a really some of them do a really great thing, and find a lot of different possibilities to take the results.
Yeah.
But in the whole years of the crypto, we don't have anything similar to this tournament.
Esports.
Yes, it's really similar to esports, because when I play 15 years ago in the Counter-Strike, we looks in the same way, like in the boys that are coming only for playing. So not 15, maybe 23 years. I don't know, 20. Yeah. So and for now we understand this is a crazy big industry, and I understand how it's worked directly. Not I think 3 years ago when we started a partnership with the Faceit and the ESL group, and I come to my first major and understand. So and for me it looks really crazy. So and the biggest stadium sitting and watching like the 10 guys playing in the Counter-Strike. It's crazy. Yeah. So, and this is our passion here.
Are you a gamer as well?
No.
You don't got the new Switch 2, the new Mario Kart?
I can do something in a Counter-Strike, but not a professional.
Well, can you talk a little bit about the challenges of running that? Because there's slippage, right? And running that tournament, right? You were given out up to 5 million in prizes. It was I think 6 traders or 8, 8. International group from some 8, coming
8 traders.
Dubai, yeah. So like, what are the challenges of running this? Because you issued the token, right? So like, how did you come up with the model, and like, how are you going to refine the model like going forward?
Oh, this is a big process.
Team, because it's the first team, one, right?
So, this is the first time. This is the first time, and you don't understand. Which way can be good for this.
There's a lot that goes into it, for sure.
This is the first one, and the second one, the biggest problem, I think, not the biggest, but one of the big problem that we have on the way, that to speak with the traders and to make the intro for them about this tournament. Because this is the first time, and the traders don't understand how to handle it, what is this in total online. Some millions watching you trade in 2 days, Andorra. So a lot of different things that they don't understand in total. So this is a first, I think, the big point, because we start to speak with the traders before we make the total presentation of the product.
Yeah.
Because we understand that we need to do it really fast, and this is a really big really big competition. So that's why we have a lot of problems. And when we start to speak with the traders, we don't have even the presentation. So our marketing team speak with the traders and try to show him some ideas, to tell about some ideas, but even show anything. So that's why this is a first challenge. And after, of course, to make this really great, we work a lot with the team that make this all video, the studio for it, the whole translations, all partners that work with us in collaboration in this case. So yeah, this is a really
I mean, it was certainly a huge event, and I see so many areas of potential improvement, whether that's maybe a deeper partnership with TradingView, where they can maybe turn it into more of a video game, where like you get better shots of maybe some of the trades, and you zoom into one candlestick and put the little doomer meme, there are like ways you can make it.
Yes,
or,
yeah,
or like for TV, for Hollywoodize it.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
Hollywoodize it.
I agree with you 100%.
But it was the first one. You're learning.
Yeah,
This
is a test.
Yeah.
This is a test platform.
Proof of
Yeah,
concept.
see. Yeah, because in my idea, after this tournament, I understand that it will be really great to make something similar to DreamHacks. When you have the main event, is about the trading, yes, but we have a lot of side events, small events. We have a really big food court for the different dishes because yes, we prepare something for the whole guests and
the hospitality was unparalleled. In the Principality of Andorra, between France and Spain. For people who don't know where Andorra is,
yes, a lot of the people the first time coming to the Andorra.
Well, it's a very interesting historically place because it was used to be a former pirate smuggling route between different monarchies that existed over time in that area. So it's a very interesting part of the world.
When you come into the offline, it's really hard to watch the only one trading tournament 2 days.
Yeah.
So the combination of the different platforms, the combination of different places that we can have on the territory, in the same time, some small tournaments, some in another way, I don't know, some different platforms, some different.
But why not open it
entertainment for the guests?
You could open it up like the next edition to be like mass multiplayer online, right? Because that's what the idea for the first one was. If you registered, you could get these like stable coin that you issued, and then you would be able to trade on this specific time, right? It was just over the 2 days. So you had, because for people who don't know how the tournament worked, it was essentially 8 traders came, and you guys organized screening. People participated online. There was someone who came from, TradingView. He was a TradingView guy, and he kind of was the commentator. It was like a sports match. It was great.
Previously we have a really great experience. We make the DreamHack together with the Faceit in ESL in Valencia. And the first round, what we are doing. So the 70,000 people from around the world playing to go to the main stage in the DreamHack. So and they have a possibility to play with the professionals on the big stage and for the big prize.
Wow!
So yes, and we think also about 70,000 from around the world. And when
will that open up to next year's? When can people expect to participate next year for next year's tournament?
I think the same period.
So when is that? When will that be?
You mean about the trading?
Yeah, for the competition next year. When will?
In May.
In May, okay.
Yeah.
So people can log on to WhiteBIT and then figure it out, create an account, and then register KYC.
Yes, but we prepare. I think we prepare. I think for the next tournament we prepare something really special.
Can you reveal it reveal it to the people on Crypto.news podcast? What it will be? Will it be BitBoy coming for a UFC match to fight on the sidelines? Everyone just...
Yes. If you lose in trading, you can make some UFC on the stage.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You can bring Mike Tyson to be there. Mike Tyson can come. He can.
No, we have Alexander Usyk. So.
Oh, true, man. He's the mayor. The mayor, is he still the mayor?
Yeah.
He's still the mayor, of Kiev. Yeah, he's not leaving.
No, he's not the mayor. This is a Vitaly Klitschko.
Oh, Klitschko, my bad. Yeah.
Yes, Alexander Usyk, our champion for now.
UFC, dude, bring them both, man. Bring Klitschko and him. I love Klitschko. Klitschko was a monster, man. He was my generation. He was fighting Floyd, man. I believe. I think Floyd. He had some epic matches, man. Yeah,
he's a big guy. But Usyk for now is a legend. This is a real legend.
Yeah, but I wanted to go in a bit to the partnerships, right? FC Barcelona, you guys are doing a lot marketing-wise. You're kind of borrowing from the FTX model, RIP. But FTX was doing a lot around sports. Look, you got Crypto.com Arena. What are your future plans? Maybe can we expect WhiteBITChess.com soon?
I think in a few days we will tell about the really big collaboration that we have also in the sports. The main thing for us in this case, in this type of the collaboration and the partnerships, not the first of all to put the name on the T-shirts, but to find the way when we can convert the auditory in the sport club, in some different sports we have, not only in the football, to convert this auditory to our clients. So, and we all time working about the different models how we can do it. So one of the cases, we also the sponsor of the national football team of Ukraine. And the last matches in Poland and in Germany, we started pre-selling in the crypto. So in a peak, we sell 20% of all tickets on stadium with the crypto. And when we make the pre-sale process with the crypto, so the retail understand the benefit. Why I need to go and find some way to install the application and do something. And after this, these clients stay with us because he already understand
face to face at the match.
Yes.
Understand
how it's work and why.
Absolutely.
And how he can use it. For now, we have a lot of different things, like in our crypto card, WhiteBIT Nova. So this is a really great stuff. It's working all around the world, and
it's a debit. It's a debit card.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So your crypto balance convert in a half of a second, and you make the payment like do it in a regular way by your classic banking card.
Cool.
Yes, and we ship these cards all around the world. So this is also one of the connectors between the Web 2 and Web 3, because for now the penetration of the crypto in the global is not more than 3-4%.
I thought it was less.
So,
I've heard figures as low as 2. Yeah.
Yes, if we compare in different cases, if we speak about financial connection, maybe up to 3-4, but still 96%, 96-97%, not in the industry. So we need to speak with this auditory about the crypto, and the main point to combine the two different worlds. So to find the connections. So we find these connections with the cyber sport. We find it with the collaborations with the regular sport, like in the football, basketball, and etc. With the solutions that combines two worlds, like like classic cards, yes, classic Visa and the crypto. We make this. We have one of our products is WhiteBIT's. So we make a crypto scratch card. So you can make a gift with the crypto. You can put it in a safe. You can do anything with it physically, because this is a card like in a classic regular card that you are absolutely know for the years.
That's a cool idea. Yeah, that's a very cool idea.
So we have a
lot of people give those at Christmas, right? So,
yeah, of course. So. Because the first question when I speak with someone who not understand what is a crypto, what is a Bitcoin, the first question all time, not all time, but maybe 95%, how I can take this in the hands? Yes, of course I can say you can take the Trezor, put it in your computer, and after some magic, in a few hours, maybe if you're not dying, you can use your crypto. But absolutely easy to say this is on your card. Yeah. Here you find the QR, install the application, and after use this code to take your crypto. If you need to send your crypto to your friend, you can use WhiteBIT codes. It's for free.
Well, it's funny because it's
for
like
free.
it's almost like a Stone Age thing. Because I remember back in 2016, it felt like talking, and nowadays in Canada and America, London, it feels like I'm around crypto people so much that like everyone gets it. But then as soon as you leave that little bubble, you realize just how some people are just, not using it. Some people don't even have they're just not into it, which is also fine in a way. But in a way, you get a lot of this development coming from America. You have ETFs, you have now Trump. The sort of macro dynamic and the narrative has shifted a lot in the last, let's say, year. What's your sort of sense about the next wave of institutional adoption, given that, your platform is mostly B2B and B2C, as you mentioned? I mean, where are you seeing these next waves of adoption at the institutional level, whether it's ETFs or otherwise?
I see the big trend in real world assets. This is one way. I think this is a big part.
Coming on chain.
Yeah, because
real estate, whatever.
And this is the first. And the second, I think the big one, the model that are using now with the MicroStrategy and Marathon Digital. So to put the Bitcoin on the balances.
Mm-hmm. Sell bonds.
Yes, because this is the only one reserve that you can use for your company, for your business, to handle the inflation risks and other fiat risks, government risk, and other asset risks. So this is I think this trend only started. So I think in the public, if we try to find information, I think not more than 100 companies, maybe even
but
70 companies.
A lot of critics might look at strategy and say, listen, it's trading 91% over net asset value. It's a dangerous play. I've heard a lot of people say, short strategy, long Bitcoin. What's your sort of sense on that play? Is that, is that a realistic play, shorting strategy, long Bitcoin? Is that smart?
If we coming back and speak about the model that works without Bitcoin for now, so in the basis of this model is gold. Yes? So in some part, in big part, it doesn't matter. So for now, the whole model all around the world working around the gold. But if I ask you, who will tell us that the gold is limited in Earth? Some special geologist. So and you imagine the current situation of this big fake. So we put all our lives to take money that have basis on the gold, and because someone tell that gold is limited. But if now in the next year someone find that gold is not limited, and we find a lot of tons in Africa, what's happened with all our savings for future in the whole fiat? Someone tell that it's limited. So for me it sounds crazy. For me it sounds like this coming from the absolutely different epoch when we don't have the internet, any proofs, and someone say in one village and someone in the other village hear this. Yes, the gold is limited. Yes, Villa Riba and Villa Badge,
Hopefully the compote recipe is good in the village at least. Yeah, well, it's interesting, the dynamic. Yeah, you mentioned gold. I guess Bitcoin is often seen as the sort of digital gold, and I think what strategy is doing is, clearly winning. So, what are your thoughts on Ethereum and Solana and some of these other blockchains?
I even don't have some thinking about it. I'm thinking about the Bitcoin and WhiteBIT first of all, and about my business. So I then make some deep research about the future. Of course, Ethereum works 7 years ago and works now. And if you ask any developer all around the globe, with which blockchain it's absolutely easy to work for you. And of course, it's all time the Ethereum, because it's absolutely easy in implementation process, absolutely easy to handle it.
I mean, it's scaling now for the billion user roll-ups and everything. And I think that focus on privacy and security and that is really, really important if you want to scale it, right? But, touching on that, you have things like Lightning, right, which also exist. Is there too much? Are there too many coins?
For what?
Are there too many coins? Almost, it seems like there's. I heard a stat. I think CZ tweeted the other day that there's 300 coins minted a minute, something crazy. Like it's true that there is a lot. Are there too many tokens?
I still don't understand. Why we. Of course. We have a lot of thinking about the implementation of Lightning, but for me, still the main question for what we are doing for what we are doing here, because a lot of stable coins, a lot of different products that you can use for the payments. For me, the Bitcoin, first of all, for the savings. I don't want to pay in the Bitcoins.
No, yeah, a lot of people feel the same.
Yes, I have. If I need to pay something, I have the USDT, USDC. I don't know, a lot of different things for it.
And hopefully, maybe some of your houses or cars, real world assets coming on chain, as you mentioned. What about we don't have a lot of time here, but I do want to press you a little bit on some of these other sectors and where you see potential growth. You've got real world assets. You also have compute. You have AI kind of sector coins. You have exchange sector coins. You have all sorts of sectors within, let's say, crypto. In addition to real world assets, what else are you kind of focused on?
I'm personally.
Yeah.
Is my hobby. I am a car collectioner, so and for me is like a separate business that I'm doing, and this type of the investments show more than 500% of growth in the last 5-6 years. So. It's very hard to find some really good opportunities in this case, but I'm also in auto sport a lot of years, and this is like works like in a hobby in a separate business, like in a diversification for me. So, and I understand how to make money here.
You heard it here first. Volodymyr Nosov. He can be found at a racetrack near you. Maybe in Monaco? Who knows? Probably in Monaco.
Trading tournament in Monaco sounds good.
I think you probably went from probably right from the Barcelona right to Monaco, because I think the Monaco Grand Prix was the week after. So you were probably there, but we don't want to compromise your OPSEC, so we won't say where you were. But Volodymyr, thank you so much for your time, dude. This was a really interesting conversation. Thank you so much, and continue to keep up the great work in keeping customer funds safe, both retail and businesses. A lot of people work at the exchange. Of 33 million users now you guys are at? Or
35.
35 now. Okay, 35 million users of WhiteBIT. Become 35 million and one. KYC, go sign up on WhiteBIT.com. Start trading your meme coins. How many trading pairs now? Over 300, right?
800.
Sorry, 800. I mean, yeah, it's over 800 now. Okay, so go trade one of the 800 pairs and post your gains, DGens. Tune in next week for ? Who knows? But it's your host, Dorian, live from Paris. And Volodymyr, thank you very much.
Thank you too. Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.